Hi everybody! Today we're going to be talking about cyclohexane rings and how to draw them. So, what is a cyclohexane? A cyclohexane is a ring of 6 carbons single bonded to each other with 12 substituents, usually hydrogen. There's 2 on each carbon. It looks something like this. Here are 6 carbons and our 12 hydrogens. The thing about this, though, is that with all the single bonds, this compound tends to move and twist around a lot. See, this benzene ring is solid, the cyclohexane is flexible. In fact, the cyclohexane has a bunch of different shapes it can be in and names for those shapes. These cyclohexane configurations are at higher and lower energy states compared to one another, so drawing them becomes really important. Here are some of the different configurations a cyclohexane can be in and their relative energy states. As you can see, the chair conformation is the lowest energy state, so you'll spend most of your time drawing things in the chair conformation. Here's the model in its planar configuration. To put the model in a chair configuration, you'll want the carbons to alternate up and down. I like to split the model into halves, so we'll take the top half and make the uppermost carbon point downwards and the other 2 point upwards. Now take the bottom half and make the same pattern so that the bottommost carbon is pointing upwards and the other 2 are pointing downwards. Here's that again. You want all the carbons to alternate up and down, like in a zigzag. So now we have a chair. How do we draw it? Here's a completed chair drawing and a chair model. I've colored pairs of parallel bonds so you can follow the drawing. You'll want to draw the first pair of bonds like this, and the second pair like this, and the third pair like this. And you can sort of see how it lines up with this perspective here, but you'll want to try it on your own model also. And if you work from a model, you can just draw the hydrogens as you see them. A cyclohexane has 2 different chair configurations. You can switch between them with a ring flip. To do this, you just push all the upward-facing carbons down and all the downward-facing carbons up. Here's the chair we drew earlier. And now we ring flip it, and we draw it just like we did before. One of the things we usually do in class is we follow a substituent through a ring flip in order to talk about which conformation is the most stable. We're going to practice that with methyl cyclohexane. Here's the methyl cyclohexane drawn out. Note where the methyl group is. So we do a ring flip and we draw it again. The one with the substituent pointing straight up or down is axial, and the one pointing outwards is equatorial. Now these conformations are ready to be compared, and now you're ready to draw some cyclohexanes.